performance major who will receive her Bachelor of Arts today from the Conservatory of Theater Arts. A native New Yorker, Chris hails from the village of Larchmont and has been an active participant on campus, collaborating with her peers and fulfilling her passion for the arts. Please join me in welcoming to the podium the 2022 Commencement Senior Class Speaker, Chris Padra.
I promise I'll make this quick. And a warm hello to our faculty, administrators, and staff, family and friends, and all of our invited guests who are here with us this afternoon. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you to the Senior Commencement Ceremony of 2022. Now, I would like to pose a question to you all. What is the meaning of life? I'm totally kidding, this is not going to be one of those speeches. To be completely honest, I'm not sure how I would even write one of those speeches. I've actually never written a speech before in my life. But I figure now's as good a time to learn as any, right? So, like every 21-year-old I know who needs to learn how to do something, I immediately turn to Google. How to write a college graduation speech garners over 100 million results in 0.63 seconds, which, while incredibly impressive for the purchased Wi-Fi, was way too much information. So I abandoned that route and turned to the Purchase College website, where I found some tips that were pretty beneficial to me. And for those of you who missed your chance to speak at your own graduation, you can take notes to give to your future children when you force them into acting out the dreams you failed to achieve in your own life. Too far? Moving on. Tip number 1, avoid being too funny. Looks like I might have to start over. Good afternoon, fellow graduates. You know what? I can already feel the back row of little siblings asking their parents if it's time to leave yet, so let me tell you a little bit about me. I'm a first-generation college graduate and a woman of color. I am far from a straight-A student. I don't do a ton of extracurriculars. I pretty much do theater and nothing else. I'm the kid skating to the hub in between classes or lying on the Great Lawn with my friends when the weather's nice. To make a long story short, I'm really just your average student. I definitely can't give you the traditional valedictorian speech like at the end of Legally Blonde. But I can try my absolute hardest to fulfill my mother's hopes of having one of her kids speak at graduation. So let's go over some more tips. Tip number 2 is avoid cliches. Good thing I cut the whole meaning of life thing. Tip number 3 is don't make it too personal, and tip number 4 is don't make it too general. Great. Tip number 5 should be helpful. Talk about your experience being a student at Purchase. Seems easy enough, I'm sure. Answering the question, how's school, at every family gathering for the past 4 years has given me plenty of practice. I really did not want to come to Purchase at all, so I wasn't exactly optimistic about my start here. But I arrived at Purchase and dove headfirst into the campus culture. I had only been here a few weeks when a total stranger and future RA took me to see the elusive and now Twitter famous Danny DeVito Shrine. Located inside one of the walls of the Visual Arts Building basement. I know that some of you are confused right now, but there are some things that should stay a secret. In April of 2019, I opened the first play I would ever act in at Purchase. That production taught me some life lessons. For example, if you don't want your lead actress to get a concussion the day before opening, you might want to listen to your build team when they tell you that a set piece isn't sturdy enough to be used safely. I would go on to do 1 play every year following that, and 3 in my senior year alone, totaling 6 shows done at Purchase. Every single experience taught me something. I learned physical skills like stage combat and how to juggle a soccer ball, and I learned a lot of moral lessons too, like how to separate work and social relationships and how to lead my own production. My senior capstone project just went up last week, an all-female adaptation of Shakespeare's Macbeth. And it's something I could never have done without all the things I learned throughout my 4 years. For theater and performance senior projects, you run the whole thing all by yourself. You find your team of actors, a director, and your entire crew, and you fundraise to pay for all of it. It can be tough without connections, which is why I'm so grateful I had the experience I did here at Purchase. I met my people doing theater here, including my beautiful girlfriend who is sitting here probably wondering why I'm talking about her right now. Meeting and befriending so many people across campus was incredible. Firstly because I met some great friends, but also because of the team that formed from those relationships. We had friends in visual arts making our posters, sculpture kids making props, theater people hand sewing costumes. It really took a village. And I think that is what sums up my 4 years at Purchase best of all: community. Obviously, nothing good comes without struggle. I'm sure the last thing anyone wants is to hear some inspiring speech about perseverance through COVID, and I definitely won't do that. After all, speech writing tip number 6 on the Purchase website says to avoid politics and worldviews. But I think it's worth mentioning just how much we as a class have gotten through together. We supported each other through this time and really come into our own, starting online theater companies or jewelry businesses, or delivering snacks and sourdough bread to people across campus. We sat through countless hours of Zoom art classes, which is just as engaging as it sounds, and participated in God knows how many TikTok trends. And through it all, we stayed strong and pressed on. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to every single one of you. Even if we've never met, everyone in this graduating class has had a hand in making Purchase what it is today. We've all had an impact on this campus and each other, even if we don't know it, and that has shaped us in the people I hope we're all proud to be today. And every person in this audience has had a part in that too. After all, we all came from the homes and families that you made for us. Thank you all for coming today and for supporting us on our journey to get here. And if anyone figures out what we're supposed to do with our lives after we leave, I'm genuinely begging you to let me know. So this is it. Google returns about 35.6 million results for how to end a college graduation speech, and the Purchase website didn't mention anything about it, so I genuinely have no idea what to do at this point. I guess I'll just say thank you so much for listening and for trusting me to be SUNY Purchase's Taylor Swift. And I really hope I don't trip on my way to get my diploma. Thank you.